What up, YouTube? This your boy No Filter hitting you guys again with another video slash stream today. This video just came to my head. I got a list of topics. Now I can actually discuss topics written down, so I feel like my videos can be more different. It can come out more clearer. But the name of this video is called MGTOW, Walking Away from the Matrix. And if anybody know, if you hardcore, if you are MGTOW, if you know, just not entering MGTOW, you've been MGTOW for how many long years, couple of months, whatever, days, whatever. It's like walking away from the matrix is that you can relate the matrix to MGTOW, but this basically is the dynamic of basically the title of this video is called Walking Away from the Matrix. And if y'all know about it, MGTOW related, you got the red pill, the blue pill, all this other, red pill, blue pill, red pill, blue pill, all the other good, all the other good shit that come, all the stuff that come, all the stuff that comes with it. So let's get into the point. Let me get into the points of this video. All right, basically, I'm gonna give you a synopsis, and I want to give you a synopsis of it, and then I'm getting into what this video is about. Before, every MGTOW has every MGTOW has a journey. Every MGTOW has a journey of what it was to, walking away from the matrix. Now, like I said before, I have done countless videos give you a cool backstory of how I became a MGTOW and what drove me to become a MGTOW and all this stuff. And that's why I said I did those other videos to get to this point. So basically, if anybody don't know, it's like, and if you ever seen The Matrix, I'm just gonna give you a brief synopsis of this video about. It's like, Morpheus turns to Neo and says, you can take this blue pill and see the world for what it is. See, and you can take this blue pill and stay in this world where everything it ain't real. This whole traditionalism, wife, girlfriend. Well, I'm just using that as a mid-top perspective, like wife, girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like housewife, picket fence, and being a sacrificial lamb, and getting a girlfriend and wife and kids. Traditionalism. You can see it for this. Or you can take that red pill and see the world for really is. And the reason why the name of this video is called Walking Away from the Matrix is that when you walk away from the matrix and you say fuck traditionalism, I'm not getting married, I'm not on one wife and kids, you realize the system is stacked against you. You realize a lot of the odds that goes into it. A lot of the times, you see the constant articles now about MGTOW. Oh, we're a bunch of pussies, we're a bunch of cowards, we can't get no women, we hate women, and all this other bullshit that shit don't really matter about the shit that really goes on, because the shit don't matter about what the fuck they brag about. But the reason why I'm making this video I'm going to discuss this video too, is because I think it's very important. I think that especially if you're a MGTOW, whether you've been MGTOW for years, couple of months, whatever, I think it's always important to know the core fundamentals of MGTOW. I think that it's, to know where it all. And I said, for me, like, you got the red pill, you got the blue pillars, you got the red pill, and then you got the purple pillars. The person, when he balanced between red and purple, your red and blue and red, and it's like you don't know personally for me. But really, I feel like the reason why I wanted to do this video so as well, because let me get to the points of the video. The reason why I'm doing this video as well, I think that it's very important that every MGTOW has a journey. And I think sometimes when a person has a journey, which is my thoughts more clearer now, so I know what I'm talking about here. When you're having a journey, I think about my journey and how I got here to this point. When I was like 21, 23, I was a very angry guy. I was mad that girls would not give me no pussy, this other crazy shit. I was always seeking female validation, and I was not looking to validate myself, to make myself feel wanted. So anytime you would see me do something, or anytime I would do something, it would always be for female attention, or whatever, so on. So for me, it was always when it was my blue pill days, and I was highly frustrated. My male friends made my homies made fun of me because I was a virgin and all of the crazy shit. I eventually lost it at 27. But like, I was thinking back to my days when I was in the Matrix and how I felt like this shit ain't real. Like, it was real, but it's not really real. It's like this is no fucking way. Like, I'm living my life. My happiness depends on the female. And I gotta say, I forgot what year I came around. I found MGTOW, and when I found MGTOW, this shit saved my life, bro. I gotta say, it really was one of those things that when I came across, because I think I always been Midtown for, since the age of 14. So I always hated relationships, never really wanted to have a wife, girlfriend. And I mean, at one time I did, when I was like younger, my mom is still living there, I'm no longer here, but my parents were together. I wanted wife and kid and white picket fence and being the breadwinner, all the other traditionalism bullshit that society wants to constantly want to tell you that this is what it is to be a man. And I think that when you're walking away from the matrix, the one thing when you're walking away from the matrix, what you end up doing, what you end up realizing, the fact that it's bullshit. And when you finally take that red pill, like, shout out to my niggas, shout out to my niggas staying free MGTOW, SPI, shout out to MGTOW music, shout out to some MA, shout out to the whole crew, man, shout out to the whole Lurker squad. But it's like, when you're a MGTOW, man, you finally take that red pill, you can't see shit the same. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk about, like, I look at women now, and don't get me wrong, I still get my, I still, my shit kind of, I'm not gonna say whatever. It's I'm still a man. I still have those urges, but like I said before, I was watching Mental Darius' video about get your mind off women, and I'm gonna do a video about validation and self improvement, about how to find things, find your hobbies, find something you're good at. But I think that the reason why I think when a man walk away from the matrix, that is a big step. And that's the reason why I think that's a big step. It's like when you get up inside, I'm compared this to get up moving to a city. It's like when you get up and move to another city, and you have no family members, no friends, no family members, and you decide to get up and drop everything and go to another city or move to another country. That's that's faith for your ass, that you taking that leap of faith. But instead of us MGTOWs getting married, getting married and risk losing have our shit taken away, we're walking away from this and say, I don't want a wife, I don't want a girlfriend, I don't want kids, I don't want none of this stuff. I just want to be alone. I want to enjoy my games. I want to bowl. I want to whatever your hobbies are. I just want to fucking be fucking free. And that what to me, when I feel like walking away from the Matrix, the reason why I name this video called Walking Away from the Matrix is you're walking away from traditionalism. I used to be that person where in my blue pill days, I was so about tradition. I was always about trying to get female validation. I will buy a pair of shoes, buying Jordans and all kinds of crazy shit. Like, to be materialist, I used to be materialistic to get a female attention. And I realized the fact that when you get older, and I'm pretty sure I'm turning 29 this year, but the older you get, the more you start realize female validation is bullshit. You really don't need it, because deep down inside is that, look, like, you gotta validate your damn self. Because when you walk away from that matrix and you finally take that red pill, you see shit for what it is, and like a lot of the perspectives and different aspects of a culture that, this expectation of, you gotta have a wife, you gotta have a girlfriend. I mean, like I said before, I've addressed it in my countless videos of, one of my streams called "When You Want to Get a Girlfriend," or peer pressure for family and friends is the fucking worst, and I still get it to this day. But the reason why I'm content with myself, because I've been alone ever since my whole life. So for me, being alone, it doesn't really bother me. Well, it does bother me, but it doesn't bother me to the point where I gotta fucking go out there and get a girlfriend. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, I had some blue pill urges coming back in the beginning of 2017, this year, of course. But like, I kind of, whatever, I got out of the blue pill mindset, and I went back to red pill stages. But like I said before, it's that one thing that, even though as a man you can be a hardcore MGTOW, you can be MGTOW for years, you can be a monk. For me, I choose, to me, I feel like sex is overrated. I can care less about sex. I can care less about women and be in relationships with them. And even though I don't mind being around them, like my mom, my sister, my niece Ariel, like, that's the only women I enjoy really being around. But the rest of it, dude, I don't need a female. I don't need female validation. I don't need to be in a relationship. I don't need a girlfriend. I don't need a fiance. I don't need some being somebody I can talk to. I'm like, man, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not super really religious like that, but I do believe in God and stuff like that. But like, for me, I feel like I'm a better person. And to me, I say fuck traditionalism. And the reason why to me, I say, when a man walks away from the matrix, why it's so important for me, when a man walks away from the matrix, is that he realizes that once you walk away from the matrix, you take the red pills, shit will never be the same. You will always look at things from a different aspect, a different culture, and you would never see, how can I say this? You know what I'm saying? You would never see things from a different culture, and that pressure always on men is to get married, wife and kid, all this other shit that really don't fucking matter. Like when you was blue pill, I'm pretty sure when I was blue pill, I'm like any of the MGTOW that watching the stream, when you was blue pill, it's so easy to give into that bullshit because we been fed it, and from the time you was a baby, from the time you was born, you've been fed this. I need a woman in my life. I need a girlfriend. I want this and that. You said your mom and dad, they was married at one time, or your mom and ruined your dad, took your dad to court. And like you look at teens going their own way. Like a lot of men are waking the fuck up and realizing the system is rigged. And to me, the reason why I'm walking for the matrix, I would never go back. You know what I'm saying? To me, I can never go back to that blue pill days of on the plantation, living life for a woman, and just like my validations in the female, not in my damn self. And I always I'm doing another video on validation and self-validation and find your purpose and your hobbies and stuff like that. But I just want to say this before I go, man. I won't say this go. I want to say this go for you young MGTOWs out there, man. You guys, you beginners, you watching some Barbarossa Stardust, whatever. But like my advice to you young MGTOWs out there, when you when you walking away from the matrix, just understand this. A lot of your friends, a lot of your family members would never understand when you walk away. It's a big decision. You're gonna alienate a lot of people. A lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, fuck this dude," and he ain't conforming to what society wants him to do. And it's that you gotta when you break society expectations and tradition, what you end up really fucking doing is you gotta say fuck them to them. So I'm like, look, I love my mom to death. My mama put me on that, I want grandkids type shit. And even though I love being an uncle, I definitely love being an uncle to my niece Ariel, my niece Ari. It's like I gotta understand, like, for me, this is my niece. So for me, I don't have to really do it, but I do it because here's the thing. And I don't want people to be like, think because I'm a MGTOW person, like I don't hate women, man. I love my mom, I love my sister, I love my mother. I'm very close to them. So for me, it's like I'm very close to all three of them. So I really care about my family. I do. I'm not gonna lie. But for me, it's like, to me, like I said before, but like a lot of my mother does not agree with me and how I choose to live my life. I choose to live my life when I walk away from the matrix. But for me, when you walk away from that matrix, man, it's not a fucking easy thing, man. It's hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like with them, you know what I'm saying? It's hard as fuck to be, be yourself, because a lot of people are gonna enter into you. Know what I'm saying? You're gonna have, you know, a lot of guys are gonna be like, oh man, fuck this shit. And then like there's some guys who are scared to cut their family off, because I had homeboys. I had a homeboy I had to cut recently because he called me out to call me, thought I was gay. I was like, dude, I just don't want to be around women, man. It may sound suspect to a lot of people, like, dude, but like it's like, dude, I don't trust women, dude. It's not necessarily. And plus, I got a personal situation why I don't trust women in general. But it's like, yo, of course, me having a girlfriend at the age of 14, that experience belonged to me. But like women are manipulative, man. And I'm not saying all. I'm just saying the vast majority are. And the way feminism and all this other shit that's affecting men, it's like a lot of men are walk away from that matrix because they realize the system is rigged. You're playing a rigged game. Like dating women is like going to a casino. Casino's designed to take your money. When you get a girlfriend, man, that ain't that ain't your companionship. That's not your soulmate. That's your fucking casino. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take her out. You guys constantly gotta wine and dine her, make her feel special. And what you end up really doing is that it's always about fucking her. It's always about her. Like you want to get up and go do something else, but she want to go somewhere else, so you gotta fucking follow her. Because if you don't make her fucking happy, then you a piece of shit. You a scumbag. And like I said before, when you're walking away from that matrix, what you end up really doing is you gotta understand, walking away from that matrix. I mean, walking away from the matrix, walking away from that mindset you've been trained ever since you was a kid, drilling in your head that women are everything. You need a woman in your life. You need this. You need that. And it's like, in the moment you break out of that shit, you alienate people. Your mother may hate you. Your father may hate you. Your grandmother, your grandfather, your grandmother may hate you. But being an individual, like, I know another word, individual, but I'm saying being your own person. I'm doing the word person here. Being your own person, and when you walk away from the matrix, I was watching Liberation Why. It talks about when you get up and walk away and say fuck all this shit. Like, you know how much, you know what that takes? That takes dignity, will, pride, and structure for your ass. Like, I'm a big fan of Buddha's coach. I love martial arts. I'm a martial arts guy. I'm a big fan of monasteries. Like I watch a lot of Buddhist monks cultures. I always been a fan of it. Like monks, the abstinence for me, like I love that shit because I think that it takes discipline for your ass not to give into that urge. But like I talk about this all the time about like when you walk away from that matrix, man, it's a scary feeling because you know you're not using the type of feeling. But when you walk away, what you end up really doing is you realize you learn something about yourself, that you got the power and will to do it, and you can do it if you prove to yourself to do it. But yeah, but this your boy No Filter, man. Love you guys. MGTOW bros, love you guys. Shout out to Sturdy Staying Free. Shout out to MA. Shout out to MGTOW Indian, MGTOW Music. Shout out to the whole Lurk Squad. This your boy No Filter. Peace and love. I'm out. Love you guys.